The Veil of Forgotten Stars. The sky above the city of Corvin is a shroud of endless twilight, its stars dim and flickering like dying embers. No one remembers when the stars began to fade, only that the change was gradual, like a slow descent into a dreamless sleep. Corvin itself is a labyrinth of spires and alleyways where shadows linger too long and whispers drift from places no one dares to tread. It is in this city, at the edge of the known world, that a lone astronomer named Ilara Kane discovers a secret that unravels her reality. Ilara's story begins with a strange letter delivered to her observatory. It is unsigned, written in a language she does not recognize but somehow understands. It speaks of a veil that separates their world from another, a realm of forgotten stars and ancient knowledge. The letter leads her to the ruins of an ancient tower known as the Archive of Eternity, where she finds a black mirror at its heart, its surface rippling like liquid shadow. When Ilara gazes into the mirror, she sees herself standing beneath a sky filled with unfamiliar constellations and a figure watching her from the darkness. The mirror is a gateway, and through it, Ilara enters a world beyond comprehension, the Astral Veil, a realm where stars are alive and the void between them hums with unearthly music. Here, she learns of the Luminal Court, a gathering of immortal beings who claim to have crafted the stars. But the court is fragmented, its members lost to time and madness, their power waning as the veil between realms grows thin. The fading stars, they tell her, are not dying, but being consumed by a force they once banished. The Eclipser, a vast, sentient darkness that feeds on light and memory. Ilara discovers that the Eclipser is not a distant threat. It has already breached the veil and begun to seep into her world. Its influence manifests as shadows that move on their own, voices that whisper forbidden truths and cracks in the fabric of reality. Corvin itself is slowly unraveling, its people plagued by dreams of a sky without stars. The only hope lies in restoring the Luminal Court, but its members have scattered across the Astral Veil, each guarding a fragment of the celestial key, a relic capable of sealing the Eclipser once more. Ilara's journey through the veil is fraught with wonder and terror. She meets Orathan, a fallen star who has taken human form to escape the court's collapse, and Naira, a weaver of light whose threads stitch together the remnants of fading constellations. Together, they search for the scattered fragments of the celestial key, venturing into places where the veil has begun to bleed into other realities. In one realm, they encounter a city of frozen time, where the people are trapped in their final moments. In another, they find a desert of shattered stars, where the sky weeps molten light. As they gather the fragments, Ilara begins to hear the voice of the Eclipser. It speaks to her in her own thoughts, offering visions of what it claims is the truth, that the Luminal Court created the veil not to protect the stars, but to imprison them, trapping their light for eternity. The Eclipser reveals that it was not a destroyer, but a liberator, cast into darkness for defying the court's will. Ilara's faith in her mission falters as she questions whether she is fighting to save the stars or to preserve a prison. The climax takes place in the Hollow Spire, a towering fragment of the Astral Veil where the Eclipser's essence is strongest. Ilara must confront the remnants of the Luminal Court, now reduced to desperate, fading beings, and decide whether to reforge the celestial key or destroy it. If she seals the Eclipser, the stars will continue to fade, trapped by the court's ancient design. If she shatters the key, the veil will collapse, and the Eclipser's true form will be unleashed. In a moment of defiance, Ilara chooses a third path, She merges the fragments of the key with the Eclipser's essence, creating a new star that bridges the realms and restores balance. The veil dissolves, and the stars begin to shine brighter, their light no longer confined. The luminal court fades into the void, their purpose fulfilled, and the Eclipser is transformed into a guardian of the stars rather than their destroyer. The movie ends with Alara returning to Corvin, now bathed in a radiant sky, where constellations, unfamiliar yet beautiful, stretch across the heavens. Her journey has left her marked, her eyes glimmering faintly with the light of the veil. In the final scene, she gazes through her telescope and sees the shadowy figure from the mirror once more, standing among the stars. The screen fades to black as a single line appears. Every light casts a shadow, but even shadows can guide us home.